bowlers, and welcome back to Crossing the Foul Line, the only bowling podcast where the scores are questionable, the excuses are idiotic, and half the league is currently checking to see if their bowling ball just got banned. That's right, the USBC dropped another banned ball list for nationals, and suddenly everybody's acting like they've been throwing urethane since 2007. As we sashay into the end of winter leagues, things are getting serious, averages are locked in, handicaps are under investigation, and that one team that's been in 7th place all year is somehow about to make a suspicious playoff run. You've got bowlers doing math they haven't touched since high school, all trying to figure out exactly how bad they can bowl without it looking bad. So grab a drink, finish your year strong, or at least convincingly, because we're heading into the most dramatic part of everyone's favorite league. From the approach to the bar, this is Crossing the Foul Line.
Hello, this is Dale Nightingale, and you're listening to Crossing the Foul Line with Joe Jeffries. It's my favorite podcast.
All right, it's time for your gutter spare tip of the week, brought to you by Grayless Otter Creek Tire, where they can make your car run smoother than your approach. Here's this week's tip. Slow your feet down to help fix your timing. A lot of bowlers rush the approach as they start stringing strikes, causing their feet to get ahead of their swing. And now the ball's late, pulled, or going somewhere it absolutely shouldn't. Instead, smooth, controlled steps, let your arm swing naturally, roll the ball, don't throw it, because when your timing is right, everything feels easy. When it's off, you're sprinting to the line like the bar's closing, throwing Hail Marys, hoping for the best. Slow it down, stay smooth, and let the shot come to you.
You're listening to Crossing the Foul Line with Joe Jeffries. Don't forget to clean your balls.
All right, I've both been looking forward to and scared to death of this week's interview. There's a few people in a hotel room in Mount Vernon, Illinois right now. We're about to bowl the Mount Vernon March Madness tomorrow. Joe the Bot's done a great job with that tournament. And we have Sue Fisher, Mike Fisher, who is on the injured reserve list, and Dan Hunt and Dale Nightingale. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. So we do this thing every year. We always have a blast. Matter of fact, we've already had a blast. Making fun of the couple at the restaurant beside us and some other things.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So what do you guys think about, what is the most fun part for you guys?
Just getting together with everybody, this group.
Yeah, this group is hilarious. Fun to be around.
You're going to have to get closer.
A little bit dangerous. This group is quite dangerous when they get together.
A little bit. Good to say it again.
I just enjoy being around this group. It's a fun time.
No matter how we bowl, we're going to have a good time, no matter what it is. Some of us bowl good, some of us bowl bad. And this year is a little bit different. We have last place prizes.
And this is the reason why I'm on injured reserve this year.
So the deal is, whoever has the lowest series has to wear these items to dinner. We always go to Joe's Pizza here in Mount Vernon, because it's the best place. And whoever has the lowest series has to wear these items to dinner. So it'll be quite interesting, and you have to look for pictures, and I might post some on the podcast.
Dale should look nice.
He will look nice.
Yeah. We got a crown for him to wear as well that lights up. So,
As long as it brings out my eyes.
If I bowl like I did Friday, it'll definitely be me.
Well, you look nice in the dress last year.
I did look nice in a dress. What is it, last year or year before?
Year before.
Yeah.
It was on St.
They all bleed
Patrick's Day.
together.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a nice green dress that we took pictures out in front of the restaurant. They dared me. They said, "You need to wear a dress." I said, "You buy one, I'll buy it." And of course they did. Or you buy one, I'll wear it.
Yep.
And of course they did. And I did.
Yep. And we got some awesome looks.
Oh yeah.
From the people.
Yeah,
when we went and bought it.
the town folk were scared.
Yeah. They were.
So I'm not going to ask you what got you into bowling, because we've already had that conversation. It's probably not a good one to have. So, Sue, being the only female bowler in this group, do you, I don't know how I want to say it, do you feel like you have more to prove, or do you just go to have fun?
I just go to have fun.
Just go to have fun. But I think you've made a couple of the cuts, haven't you?
Yes, a couple.
Mike, you even bowled left-handed one year.
I did.
Don't hold back the laughs. I mean, jeez.
Well, it was the laugh because she hit me, or the laugh because I bowled left-handed.
Yes.
Yes.
That's the answer we're looking for. Yes, I have bowled this tournament both right and left-handed, and
Yeah.
the best thing is I made it to the round of 64 both right and left-handed.
There you go. That's talent right there.
That's everybody bowled down to my level, so that's what that was.
So is well, that's one way to look at it, I suppose.
That's the way I'm looking at it.
So, as the two that have the highest averages coming into this whole thing, because mine was terrible last year. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Dale. You don't have to look around like somebody's behind you.
Okay.
Do you
Glad I
guys?
said you.
Are you guys looking forward to tomorrow and how you're going to bowl?
I think, if we bowl what we're capable of, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. If we don't, it's still a good time. Doesn't
It's
matter.
it's always a decent shot for the first 3 games, and then it can get pretty bad.
Right.
Yeah.
But everybody skips around so much. You've got so many bowlers that the transition gets a little funny after 3 games.
Yeah, and the capability of what we can bowl is always in our head.
Yeah.
But then once you get up there and deal with that transition,
Yeah.
your
It's a different animal.
capabilities is a completely different animal compared to what you're probably going to bowl.
Yeah. So one of the cool things about this tournament is the shoot a spare during the break while they're
Yeah.
getting everything figured out and sorted out and lined up. Do you think the break maybe affects the lanes a little bit more going into the brackets?
Oh, quite drastically, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I've
then
noticed.
just the break itself on you.
Yeah.
Taking that break, I find that, for me, I find that just kind of getting you out of your rhythm
Right.
and mindset. Mindset's so huge, I think, in my opinion, in that situation.
Well, if you can get back to it and start doing what you're doing, then you can worry about somebody else getting out of that mindset.
Correct.
Also, New Bowl Lanes, they have really good food
It is.
Yes.
Yes.
and gambling. I mean, where can you
Right,
go wrong
can't go
there?
wrong. Yeah. Especially if you win.
That's right. Well,
If you
don't
can't
wanna-
win on the lanes, maybe you win some money.
It's true. I did that last year.
There you go.
I made all my money back in the slot machines.
And to go back to what Dan was talking about, the break with that. I'm the type of person bowling the Super Bowl shootout at Imperial that they have. You bowl the set, and then you take a break, then you come back and bowl another set. So during that, when I bowled those tournaments, I always kind of took all my bowling gear off, tape, wrist braces, everything, so that way when you came back, you're basically putting all brand new back on, just like you're coming in fresh again.
Like a reset.
Yeah.
Kind of like a reset. Down here, I've done it both ways to where I've done all that, and then you come back and you struggle because it's set so long. The lanes have set so long, and then I've done it to where I just left all my stuff that I previously bowled on, and it's, like I said, it's more of a mental thing. I think it's one of those things where you got to get past the mental part of it
Yeah.
to be successful into the other. Plus, you're going head to head with people. And
I think some of that also depends on how you bowled the first set.
Yeah.
Because if you struggled to make the cut and you just barely make the cut, I think you kind of struggle to get back into it because you worked so hard just to make the cut. But if you bowl well to get into the cut, I think you kind of just fall back into it and you're probably going to be okay.
Yeah. Speaking of the Super Bowl and talking about bowling before and after the break, I had 560 my first 3. We had the break, got some food, cleared my head, and come back and shot 740.
Nice.
So that's a good way it happens. Usually it happens the other way around. You shoot
Right.
7 something and then come back and shoot 5 something.
Yeah.
But that one, I mean, that's just a blast no matter what. Just if you just people watch it, that thing, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best thing there is.
Now, I have found that this house that we're bowling here, there are certain lanes that if you tend to hit
Yeah.
can really beat you up a bit.
Yeah, any house has that, but I think it's more exaggerated on a couple
Yes.
here.
There are 1 or 2 lanes that you really do not want to hit, especially at a certain point.
Like I've made it well known that I despise 13 and 14
Yes.
at Imperial.
Yes.
they're terrible.
And that's something I'm kind of looking forward to this year, sitting out and being more observant role is to people watch, to kind of see how the guys who bowl here more often than I don't normally when I'm bowling, try to be able to watch the house mouses, I guess, per se, to see how they go through the transition of moving things on how they go from the first set to the head to head. See what kind of adjustments they're making,
sometimes
and see if there's something to pick up off of.
Just like sometimes in our houses, sometimes I kill myself because I get in my head, I'm on that pair of lanes, and I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm on the worst set. Sometimes that'll kill me right from the start because I've already made up my mind.
Yeah.
I'm on this bad pair. I'm just going to bowl bad. I mean, I did it Friday night. As soon as we got on that pair, I was on 11 and 12. I'm like, we're on the worst pair in the house, or one of the worst pairs. I'm just going to bowl bad. It's going to suck.
Yeah,
and,
when I get on
that don't help.
When I get on 13 and 14 Imperial, it's already in my head. I'm going to start ringing 10 pins because 14 has just got my number.
That's right back to that mindset.
Yeah.
I mean, that already puts you behind before you ever get started.
But
I can be bad about that.
But as the guys that I bowl with like to throw in my face, it's the only pair I've bowled 300 on at Imperial.
You hear it. You're always going to hear that from somebody.
Yeah. So, as far as everything else, of course, we've got a couple Hall of Famers in here. And that dinner's coming up, by the way. If you need tickets, call the Hall of Fame people.
Yes.
I think you can get them at the bowling alleys, too. You can get the Hall of Fame tickets
all
at the
the
bowling
bowling
alley.
alleys
Yeah.
Lisa Lang has them.
And it has changed. Don't forget that has changed venues this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not at MCL anymore.
It's
Correct.
Country Club.
Because MCL is not
and
anymore.
There will be bar this year, so that's a difference.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And that's, I think, going to be really nice.
It could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Right.
No, that's always a good thing. It's always a good thing. I'm on that board now, and I'm really excited. There are going to be we're trying to do a lot of different things and trying to change that. I think the Hall of Fame dinner, just to kind of jump in there and make it a little bit about that, I think it's kind of gotten stale over the years, and I think it's something we need to push harder, and very, very important on what that means to our bowling community and our bowling family and how important it really is.
Well, that's another thing we don't need to go away like a lot of things have, like the 700 Club.
Correct.
Different things like that highlighted the people.
What an honor. I mean, what an honor it really is. Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to get a 700 Club jacket, And now, like you said, the Hall of Fame thing, it really wasn't as talked about, or I don't know how to put it, but it just wasn't as prominent as it had been in the past, and I'd like to see that come back for sure.
Just the prestige.
Not to say anybody in the board's done anything bad or wrong.
No, absolutely not. I mean, it's just the prestige to be even honored with the names that have been inducted in the huge family that we are.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
to be with those amazing people is just an honor.
But it goes way beyond the board too, because it also needs support from the league bowlers.
Absolutely.
Just like the association board is having trouble getting people to volunteer at the state tournament the past 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we're a massive community, and we're a massive family, and a very close knit family.
Yeah,
and there's no reason that we shouldn't just make it huge.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We had so many people coming in from out of town and out of state, or not out of state, but out of town, that we should have showcased. I mean, it should have been 15 people there working.
Yeah.
And I know they're struggling to find people. So if you're interested in volunteering at the state tournament, either at Vigo or Terre Bowling Center, get hold of Scott or Terry or anybody on the board.
Right.
And they make posts on Terre Haute Bowling all the time. So I know Harold got surprised with he had to sub for somebody this morning at Bowling Center, and he hadn't bowled there.
Oh.
So he messaged me and he's like, I can't slide. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I don't slide. Don't bother me
the
there.
black sliders, you see, that's why.
Yeah,
but
he
they all
says-
bowl there, so they knew.
He says, "I'll just chalk this up to experience." I'm like, "That's
Fair
what
enough.
you can't. That's what you got to do. Even if you're come to something like this and bowl bad, just have fun, do what you can."
Right.
So
And then there's another thing. I mean, bowling. Some of us, I know I'm as guilty as anybody. You know, we put it at a level, and we forget that word you just said.
yeah,
It's supposed to be fun.
yeah,
And it is fun. I mean, that's why a lot of us do it. Now, problem is we get to a level that we're good,
Yeah.
and then we forget about that fun.
especially when we're making our own mistakes.
Correct.
Yeah, I can handle getting tapped or the lanes are weird or whatever, but when I know I'm making dumb little mistakes, that's when it just starts.
Frustrate
Just
yourself.
starts
And
poking at
the
me.
end of the day, whose fault is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Either one way or the
I
other.
mean, we
What's the
can,
ball? Don't you know that? It's the
Of
equipment.
course it is.
What's
Yeah.
the
bowling alley.
right.
Blame the ball driller, Dave Fields.
Dave,
Oh, yes, yes.
100%. Wow. Always
100%.
Dave. Always Dave.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, who we're surrounded by, just like this tournament we're doing this weekend. I mean, look who we're surrounded by. We do it every year. How important it is to us to get together every year and how much fun we have. It's no different than our regular league nights. It's no different than any tournament we have at home. The Super Bowl. I mean, that tournament is huge.
Yeah.
It's probably the most talked about tournament in town. And first of all, number one, it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's about who we're surrounded by and what we're doing.
Oh, absolutely.
But at the end of the day, we do want to bowl well. We
Well-
want to score.
And I say it every time it comes up. The team that has the most fun at the Super Bowl at the end of the day is the team on 15 and 16.
Yep.
Yeah, fair enough.
They've got
Right.
nothing to lose. They're just down there drinking and having
They
a
had
good time.
good food. They drank a bunch of
Oh, yeah.
beer, had a blast.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, they really don't care. They were surrounded by who they wanted to be surrounded by, and they had a good time.
Yeah, a
And
lot
they
of
didn't leave hungry. I promise you,
no,
they didn't leave hungry.
no. If you left hungry, you didn't go back.
It was your
there.
fault.
It was your fault. That's for sure. That thing is amazing because the amount of work that they put into it, and then they don't charge lineage, so everything goes back into the tournament.
Yeah, it's a
Bill
great
and
tournament. They do an
yeah,
amazing job.
Bill and Ann Barnes, they put some money into it. They've got other small sponsors that help out, and then of course Mandy and them just do awesome with the food.
There are so
So-
many tournaments in Terre Haute. I mean, that not just that one. I mean, that I really think do an amazing job.
Yeah.
I really do.
Adam Smith just does an awesome job.
100%. That was the next one I was going to
Yeah.
mention. And then like the chili doubles, I believe,
Yeah, which is tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
That one is very highly talked about. And
Oh,
very,
it filled up in like 3 hours, I think you
that
said.
fast,
Yeah.
quick.
Of course, it's not the
does
Super Bowl where we're
so
gonna.
smooth. I mean, he
Yeah.
does a very smooth operation. Don't miss a beat. Everybody brags about that. I've
Yeah.
heard many good compliments, and I'm very impressed. I want to see more. I mean, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well done.
I've ran some, and I know what it takes, and for him to put on something that big and still be that organized,
Right.
and you're doing brackets first set, and then brackets a second set, and then you've got high games, and still trying to keep the standings, and it's just a lot of work.
Right.
Dale, you're not saying much.
Dan's talking. for
Dan's
me.
talking. Well, yeah, we
Yeah,
all
yeah,
bow down when Dan's talking.
That's right. That's what we do.
Just
The
you know,
Hall of
and even-
Fameness.
Yes.
even
the
the the bowling alleys. You know, we got to give props to the bowling alleys too. It's not just the guys running the tournaments. There's bowling alleys put in
Yeah.
a lot of work too, and it's not cheap to run a bowling alley. And I know Vigo's been through a lot of heartache. We're going through a lot of growing pains. I could give you all the complaints in the world, just like everybody else has. But at the end of the day, they're still part of our family, and we still need to support them. When you support Imperial, when you support Bowling Center,
Yeah,
they're all part of our family at the end of the day.
absolutely.
Keep having them tournaments. I want to keep bowling at all of them, regardless how much I think things need to change or what I'm fighting or what I think needs to be better. We can all complain at the end of the day, but we still love what we do.
Oh, yeah, we're
still
not
gonna
gonna
be
stop.
there and bowl.
Yeah,
Catch me on a bad day, I may tell you I'm not coming back. No, that's not true. I'm definitely going to be there. The older I get, I ain't got nothing better to do, and The wife kicks me out of the house every time I turn around as it is, so she don't want me there. I might as well go bowl.
By the way, she's sitting over there. So
Yeah,
did you know that?
She's listening to me talk.
Yeah. So something that's come up a couple times on the podcast. What are your guys' opinion on string pins?
I know nothing about them.
I bowled on them a couple weeks ago over in Paris, and there is 0 messengers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not a fan of them.
So, saying that, do you think maybe it's going to put the advantage back in the one-handed bowler side? Because the two-handers won't have the messengers like they did before.
Very true.
They wouldn't be able to throw the pins like they did.
Yeah, that and your high rev guys, they're gonna struggle on them a little bit, but I also seen a strike fall where the 10 pin's still standing.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, you see the string hit it, knock it down. So I mean,
That's part of it.
it's all part of
yeah.
it. But I didn't like it. But if it helps keep the houses open,
Yeah.
then that's what they gotta do.
Well, we had a conversation.
Adjust.
So here's my question, because I'm not up on all the new stuff, and I
Right.
heard you ask this before to some people about that. So with going along with what you said about the two-handers with the revs and everything else that's going to it, is it going to go back to the 70s and 80s style of bowling?
Down and in.
down and in
Yeah.
type of shot.
I hope it does. I'm good at down and
because
in.
that's what I'm getting ready to say.
Same,
with
same.
me getting older,
Yeah.
wear and tear on my body.
Right.
Getting to that point. My dad has went through that transition to where he used to be the 7 to 10 strikes a game kind of thing, and he's kind of changed his game more now to he's concentrating more on the spares. This would benefit a little bit older bowlers, in my opinion,
Yeah.
if that's the way it is, with not being able to have the messengers and the high explosion of pocket things. I heard Johnny Mack said something about it. EJ Tackett put this in his house and stuff,
Yeah.
and to practice these, and said that the more almost the old school corner to the pocket type of thing. So if that's the case, the way it is and stuff, maybe I'll, instead of subbing, I'll join back to a league or something that's got it, because it may work into my wheelhouse a little better.
I saw an interview with him one time that said he practices a lot with the lights off, just so he can get the muscle memory of putting the ball in the same spot every time, and he doesn't have the crutch of being able to see the dots or the boards, or all he can see is the pins because he turns on the pin deck lights, and that's all it's on. It's like,
See, I'd fall
makes
down
sense,
and
I
get
guess.
hurt, and then
Yeah,
I'll be out even longer.
And there's a reason why he's the number 1 player in the world.
yeah, that's
No,
true.
not to.
The only thing I would say is what string pins are now. Who's to say that they won't
Evolve.
change
Yeah.
or evolve in a different way? That what they are now may not be what they will be down the road.
Right.
So I'm not going to say that two-handers, that you're going to take them out or make them. Everybody talks about the advantage a two-hander has as far as power and angle, and I'll agree to some extent. But then when you look at guys like EJ Tackett,
Yeah.
and even if you look at some of these tournaments here lately, I mean, how much of that advantage is there?
Well, I think
mean,
a part of that is the evolution of balls.
exactly. So
Because,
that's kind of what I'm
yeah,
getting
they're
at. I
rolling
think you're gonna
heavier.
see, right.
So they can, and a one-hander can get a little bit more rotation than he used to be able to.
Right.
The other advantage of string pins, and I know Mike, you mentioned you don't know much about them, but they're so easy on the bowling alleys that it's
Correct.
ridiculous.
You don't have a guy in the back.
Right.
Cost effective there.
Yep.
You can fix everything from the counter.
Yeah.
There's so much more that you're not paying for because the guy at the counter can do so much to them. They're less maintenance.
Yeah, I watched a documentary, and one documentary, but a video on them, and they said you can do everything from the counter. And I thought, well, what if they get tangled up? Well, they just keep making them go up and down until it
Until it
gets
frees
untangled.
itself.
Yeah.
Right.
So apparently there's not anything they can do in the back that's going to help. So they do it all from the front. So
Right.
yeah, it's a huge
And
savings.
if you get into that, I mean, what that saves a bowling alley, which,
Yeah.
the cost effectiveness.
The
of
electricity
bowling.
alone.
Correct. So you kind of understand from their perspective and
Yeah.
their side of it. I get that. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, absolutely.
Now,
So-
I've not bowled on them, so I mean, I can't
Yeah,
really.
I haven't either.
So now going along with that, if it's being more cost effective for the bowling alleys, is the prices of league fees going to go down?
I don't know if we'll see that,
I don't
but
think you'll see that.
because here's the problem: if an alley goes to string pins, it's 70,000 a pair.
Really?
You know, Vigo's got
They're
34
going to save money
lanes.
as far as
Maintenance wise,
maintenance
yeah,
wise
okay.
and what they got hired, but there's a little more cost getting them installed.
Get
Yeah.
them upfront costs.
Right.
Well, and the other part is an alley like Vigo that's old enough that they may have to replace their surfaces too, because I know I've heard more than once that they're, as far as the wood is on its last legs to be,
Yeah, can't sand it
Resurfaced.
down
Yeah.
anymore.
It's down to nail heads. So
and it's got that Guardian on it now. Yeah,
that's
so
how I understand it. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If Jonathan can make it happen, he'll do it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
will, definitely.
he's got every intention on doing anything he
Yeah.
can to better the lanes and the bowling alley itself. I mean, that's why he's there.
Man, all we got to do is give him our support.
Yeah, absolutely. I wished Bowling Center did more, because I remember back in the day when they had a shootout. You know, it was 5 games one day and 5 games the
Yeah.
next day.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was great.
Yep.
I don't think we could get something like that now, because bowlers are too used to having it all in one day and be done. You know, I don't. But it was great. That thing was awesome, and I can't imagine how many teams were in it when it was in its
I
heyday.
would love to see like the Evansville does that Iron Man,
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
crazy.
I mean, that's crazy, but I mean, it's a really awesome tournament.
I'd have to run one because there ain't no way I'm bowling on it. I'd be done about 6 games in. Yeah,
I mean,
I quit.
I've bowled one. I've done it once, and I mean, you're right. It's that man. That second 9 is rough.
For those that don't know, I think it's 18 games in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
18
Yeah,
games.
they take a break at 9 to resurface the lanes, and then
The first
Do another
9, I
9.
mean, you get through is not horrible.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all. But then you take that break, and then that second 9, yeah.
Just
well,
struggle.
if you think tomorrow, I mean, we're going to bowl 3 to qualify, and then you go through the round of 16. So there's another 4 or 5 games.
Right.
So you're 7 there, but you won't care because you won,
Right.
or at least
Absolutely. Yeah.
got second. You know,
Yeah, we'll watch Dale win.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Be
Yeah.
cheering him on.
Sure.
And that's another
Go,
good thing
Dale,
about
go.
everybody that not just this group, but all the bowlers from Terre Haute that come down.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, if somebody from Terre Haute
Oh, we
keeps
all stick it
advancing,
out, yeah.
everybody stays
Yeah.
Yep.
to support who's bowling.
Well, it's not just this down here, because same thing happens at the senior tours too. When we
Yeah.
go down
Oh,
to
sure.
Southern Indiana,
Yeah.
if somebody makes the cut and everybody else is out, there's still at least half of us that's still sitting there watching.
That's one of the great things about the Terre Haute bunch. I mean, any of us, when we all travel for tournaments, I mean, we're a group to stick together.
Yeah.
Always have.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter who falls first or who's out first, we all stick around. We want to support each other.
Absolutely.
It's always been that way.
So, is there anything you'd like to see the sport do, whether it be the PBA or local stuff? Like you mentioned the tournament, you'd like to see a Ironman in Terre Haute, which
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
now you got my wheels turning. May put something like that together.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I don't know how's that. That's like an overnight thing or something, isn't it?
No, it's a one day,
It's a one day.
all in one day.
They did have like a 24-hour tournament or something down there at one time, didn't they? I remember an overnight thing. Maybe it was up in Indianapolis. I remember an overnight tournament somewhere.
I remember.
Here's
Anyway.
what you need to do. I'll give you an idea.
Okay.
Just it's your. I will give it to you. You do it.
Okay.
do a tournament to where you throw one ball with one hand and then you pick the spare up with the other hand.
I'm out.
Why not? I mean,
I
why?
can't left hand nothing. I'll trip.
That's good.
Or in the
That's
gutter.
interesting.
It'll always
Hey,
go in the gutter.
hey.
The other hand.
It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
See, for me and Dale, it helps us catch up to these two Hall of Famers here.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
For those that don't know, Mike is almost ambidextrous, so it's not a bad thing for him.
I have no problem admitting that is not in my game.
Yeah,
And now we know
mine
why
either.
he suggested it.
Or here's another one. I heard you guys talk about the Peterson. I've never
Oh, I love
Oh,
that.
dude.
Is so awesome.
done that, but I've heard things about it. Why don't you do something like at the first ball?
It's so crazy.
You know, you see everything. Second
So
time,
humbling. My first time I ever done it, it was so humbling. You know, sometimes we get so what's the word? Comfortable, I guess.
Yeah,
You know, in our house shots. You know, you said house mouse earlier, and you know everybody uses that phrase, and you think, well, I'm so good. You know, I'm so good. I average this big average, and you get comfortable, complacent. That's the word I
Yeah.
want. Complacent. And then you go to something like that,
yeah.
and you find out just how inaccurate you actually are.
Oh yeah.
And I'm telling you, the first time I ever done it, Scott Johnson. Oh man, that man, I love him. I love him so much. I got up there and I thought, oh, I can do this. It's no problem. I didn't break 100.
Yeah.
And Scott Johnson.
I've done it on a regular night.
Scott Johnson looked at me and he just shook his head and giggled. I mean, he knew what was coming. I never bowled it. I didn't know what I was getting into, and I just had no clue what I was getting into. I mean, I wasn't nowhere near 100. It wasn't even close. And
Yeah, it's tough.
It was so humbling, but it just what it is. It's humbling. I mean,
Yeah.
you get so complacent. That word complacent when you don't travel and you don't go out of town and do stuff like that or go to different tournaments and realize that when you stay in one area and you bowl in one house and you don't take the time to get better at your craft or get oriented with different shots and different houses and different patterns and learn to adjust and play different areas of the lane and play different patterns and shots. I mean, what a difference that makes in your game. Huge.
Well, you mentioned watching the locals as far as where to throw the ball and all that stuff. I watch the guys that bowl the tournaments all the time, the Ryan Sidney, the Matt Wilhite, because they're going to think outside the box on where to throw the ball, and I'm not going to be able to throw it maybe where the locals are, but I can try to get where they're at. You know, well, not Sidney because he's on the left side, but
Right.
but anyway, if he's going down and in a little bit more, then I know it's probably going to be a little slicker than what it is.
Right.
So I'm going to grab something heavy out of the bag and try to do that. But I'm not going to slick lanes either.
Now you said something about what we wanted to see change, you know, different things. I'm a big advocate in our youth, and we have a lot of youth in our area that bowl, and I love watching our youth bowl. I would like to see a lot more of our adult youth stuff get together, and
Adult youth
our
tournaments?
adult youth tournaments, and maybe even, you know, we do like an adult youth league. I think Vigo had one.
Well, they got one in the summer that's you can have an adult or youth that are
But why? I don't think I've ever seen adult youth tournaments. Local.
There's not any that aren't with the youth tournaments. They have adult youth ones that are associated with that.
And
sometimes.
I know there's some stuff that makes it harder to do because of, you know, it can't be money because they can't. It has to be scholarship for them, and I understand all that. But I would like to see a lot more of our adult youth getting together. Our youth is the future of our sport.
Yeah.
Amen.
And we have so many very talented youth bowlers in our area that I think we should be more of a part of.
Yeah, there are some caveats to putting a youth tournament together for sure.
Yeah.
But it can be
I
done.
would like to see a lot of that.
Yeah, it can be done.
And speaking of the youth thing, and it kind of goes along with traveling and bowling these different tournaments in different places, like what we're doing this weekend here. One thing that I go back to with bowling in high school was learning to throw the ball different.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because and I've ran across a lot of people who can't change their delivery. So if they swing the ball, that's all they can do.
yeah,
So when you get into a situation where you can't do that,
Don't just get older.
well, and that's,
That'll go away real fast.
and see, and that's something that I rely on. Not that it always helps, or I recognize it quick enough, but there's certain people that I can cross, like down here. There's certain guys that rev the ball so much, and if it crosses my line here, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
So the first thing I do is recognize who's crossing me on the lane. Can I throw the shot that I want to throw, or do I need to move out and go down and in, cross over
Stay
top
on
of
the
those?
outside of them.
That's something that starts at youth. That's where I learned how to do that was youth. And there's a lot of bowlers that bowl now that they've only learned one way, and they struggle when they
Back
do
to
it.
that complacency.
Yes, because that's their bread and butter, I
Yeah.
guess. So that's goes along with youth. If you have youth, adult leagues and tournaments and stuff like that, we as older people, elders, not older, elders, can teach and help them.
Who do you think
with
I've
that.
watched my whole bowling career? I mean, I watched all the older guys, the Johnny Macs, all the older guys I bowled with, and Double D, Scott,
Hill.
Scotty Hill.
If there ever was a
I
down
mean,
and in guy,
I've got
that's it.
That's
a
it.
mile-long
Yeah.
page
Yeah.
of all the older guys, the Maxwells, and those are the guys I watched. Those are all the guys I talked to and the guys I wanted to bowl with because they could teach me something.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to those guys, which is why the adult youth leagues get those youth bowling with the older generation because they can teach them something.
Yeah.
Amen.
And that's one other thing that's changed over the years too. Weight of the ball. We all used to throw 16 pounds because you had to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Scott still does, but the rest
Dude,
of
I'm
us are
getting
going
ready
to
to go
15.
10s. What are you talking about?
Well, I throw 15 because I can get rid of it easier. When I'm done with it, I can sell it easier
I
because
just went
nobody
to
wants
Sarge
16s.
just to get some weight off my wrist.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a mess. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm starting to like it now.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's
Finally.
crazy. It just looks funky.
Evan Mitten,
Yeah.
it kind of turned me on to it a little bit about a year ago because he's through the Sarge Eastern grip for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And I almost went to it about a year ago, but I just couldn't get in my head that finger being a little lower and being
Yeah.
conventional. I just felt like I was going to break my finger. I just couldn't trust it.
Well, for those that don't know, a Sarge grip is your middle finger is fingertip, and then your ring finger is
Conventional.
conventional. Some do it a semi fingertip, but yeah, it's more conventional. So that it goes up to the second knuckle on the ball, and it looks really
And
weird.
it feels weird when you first start doing it. It took some getting used to. I mean, I felt like I was going to literally break that finger.
Yeah, it's supposed
on
to take the
release,
pressure off your
and
wrist,
it
though.
takes the pressure. It does. It does work.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it this season. I went to it this season.
How long did it
And,
take you to learn? I mean, to get comfortable with doing that? Because I have a lot of wrist issues along with
I
my.
started it this season, at the beginning of the season. And you can ask Dale, because Dale bows with me many nights a week. I struggled with it a little bit to begin with. But now we're about to end of the season, and I'm finally comfortable. And it feels probably better off my hand than it's ever has.
And he's throwing the ball a whole lot better right now than he was at the beginning of the season. So
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Now,
getting it.
It took me this whole season. I mean, it's not something you just
Yeah.
pick right up and it feels great. I mean, that didn't happen. I'm not gonna lie to you. But now I like it,
That's good.
and it's taken. I mean, my wrist has taken so much.
Well, and
abuse
that's the
over years.
most important part.
Yeah.
Right.
If it's not injuring you while you're trying to do it,
Correct.
it's like Jeff Hogue, when we were bowling Linton, his shoulder got out of place, so he had to go in the bar, pop it back in place, and kept bowling. It's like I can't imagine. I'd be done.
I would
Yeah.
have been.
That's it. But it happens to him all the time. I don't know. He's got something wrong with his joints that he dislocates his stuff all the time.
Well, Chris Drake had that injury that took him out for a while,
Yeah.
and then he had to relearn how to.
Oh yeah. And then his wrist
Yes.
has got that
Yep.
crazy thing that it does.
But he overcame it.
Oh yeah. He learned how to use it.
Quite impressive.
Yeah.
Hard to watch, but he doesn't.
Yeah. When you watch it, you're like,
Yes.
how
it
in the
looks
world?
Painful.
Yeah.
And he does it well. I mean, he's one of the most consistent bowlers. I watched him for years, and he was one that I looked up to for years, and he's very consistent.
But the biggest thing is, and I say that with everybody's approach, if you're doing the right thing when you get ready to release the ball, that's all that matters.
At the
Right.
bottom, when you let go, if
Yep.
it's where it's supposed to be and you're consistent doing it, there's no wrong way.
Well, it's just like when Terry Sheldon was bowling. He had that ball and he'd swing it way, almost turn his wrist completely
backwards.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the craziest thing you ever saw.
My stepmom Anya, she does that same thing. She comes through and turns the ball backwards, and then comes around and finishes through it. First few times I ever seen her do it, I was like, "What is she doing?" I thought she was going to throw it like backward, you know.
Well, and everybody talks about Daniel Dino because he slides on the wrong foot.
Wrong foot.
Linda Zeller's done it for 40 years or whatever it
Yeah.
was. You know,
And if
she
you've ever
always
watched
did it.
Dino bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a beast.
Yeah, super consistent with it.
A beast.
I can imagine I'd fall
Look at
down.
Jacob Buttriff on TV. I mean, he
Yeah.
runs 100 mile an hour to the line, and nothing looks right. But he's as consistent as it gets.
Yeah,
So he's been watching me. Okay.
No.
Right.
yeah. If you just looked at it from his waist up, you'd never know.
No.
Right.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing I ever saw.
Put that in slow motion, and you swear he broke his wrist before he ever let go of that ball.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, I appreciate everybody coming on. We're running over a little on time, but I mean we don't have a time limit, but it's getting a
I
little
tend
long.
to talk a lot.
Well, we couldn't get Dale to shut up.
I know.
No.
Just
Or
yak,
Sue.
yak, yak,
My
yak,
bad.
yak.
My bad.
Salesman, what do you do?
That's right. Speaking of that, I need to talk to you, by the way.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So good luck to everybody tomorrow. I hope we all do well, and I hope we all make it. So, but
Thanks
the
for having us.
pizza's going to be good afterward.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's
having
going
us.
to be good pizza.
We're ready
you-
for the pizza.
Dale should look really good in that dress.
He will.
Yeah.
Can't
I'll,
wait.
I'll bring the pom poms and be cheering you guys on and stuff. But yeah.
We may have pictures Wednesday when I'll post them while the podcast is running.
Okay.
This is us signing off from the hotel room in Vernon, Illinois.
Hello, this is Dale Nightingale, and you're listening to Crossing the Foul Line with Joe Jeffries. You think they'll let us dive off the balcony into the pool yet?
All right, that's going to wrap up this week's episode of Crossing the Foul Line as Hank kicks the ball return. Again. League season's almost over, which means two things. Everybody suddenly cares a lot about standings, and nobody has any idea what the point system is for their leagues. You've got teams doing math mid-set, like the government bounces the budget. Okay, if they lose 3 and we win all 4, that's 12 points, right? And let's not forget, if your ball made the USBC ban list this week, don't worry. You didn't lose your sport ball. You simply made a strategic arsenal change. Yep, that's what we're calling it. Make sure you follow the show, hit that subscribe button, share it with your league, and send it to that one teammate who's already talking about next season adjustments, while still missing spares in this one. Until next time, close your bar tab, step off the approach. This has been Crossing the Foul Line. Oh, come on, chicken.
Do you believe in magic?
You're gonna be doing some editing.
Do it again.
No. I know what you got going on over there.